Greetings, Shalom, Alchem, peace be upon you, and welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Sean, your host. The website can be found at www.scriptureandprophecy.com. Well, we are resuming our Torah portion study. We have remained on schedule almost, really the whole year so far, and we are ready to begin the book of Numbers. And so let me read to you the portion summary for this week, which is called Bamidbar, from TorahPortions.org. Here's what it has to say. It says, the Hebrew name of the fourth book of the Torah, also the name of the first reading, is Bamidbar, which means in the wilderness. It comes from the first two words of the first verse, which say, Then the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai. The English title of the book is Numbers, which is derived from the Greek Septuagint version of the Torah. The book of Numbers tells the story of Israel's trek through the wilderness on their way to the Promised Land, their failure at the edge of the land, and the subsequent 40 years of wandering. It concludes with the story of the second generation's triumphs over the first Canaanite resistance. The book ends with the Israelites poised on the edge of Canaan, ready to take their inheritance. Woven in the midst of these narratives is a significant amount of legal material. All right, now admittedly, the first portion for the book of Numbers is not really all that exciting. It's basically 4 chapters of a large census. And we have the census of Israel, the ordering of the encampments and marching, the sons of Aaron, the duties of the Levites, the census of the Levites, the redemption of the firstborn, and the Kohathites. And so that's what's on the docket for this morning. It's Numbers chapter 1 through chapter 4. I want to say verse 20. Yes. Numbers chapter 1 through chapter 4, verse 20. I've really personally enjoyed doing these Torah portions the last few weeks from the Hallelujah Scriptures. And so, if it's all the same to everyone else, I'm going to continue to do that, at least for now, and just switch it up when I feel like it. But this morning I will read from the Hallelujah Scriptures. The only words really that could be confusing again is Mitzrayim, which is Egypt. And of course you'll have the Hebrew name, so instead of Moses it'll be Moshe. But I like the Hallelujah Scriptures. Well, there's things I like and don't like about it. But the main thing that I like about it is that it has the Paleo-Hebrew Yehovah in the Scriptures, and it's in the Paleo-Hebrew, so when you're reading it, you can really pronounce it the way you believe it's pronounced. And so I just really like it. All right, that's enough rambling. We got a lot to get through. So let's buckle down, and let's read the first portion out of the book of Numbers. Chapter 1, verse 1. And Yehovah spoke to Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai in the tent of appointment on the first day of the second month in the second year, after they had come out of the land of Mitzrayim, saying, Take a census of all the congregation of the children of Israel, by their clans, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, every male, head by head, from 20 years old and above, every one going out to the army in Israel. Number them by their divisions, you and Aaron. And a man from every tribe shall be with you, each one the head of his father's house. And these are the names of the men who stand with you from Reuben, Eliezer, son of Shedeur, from Shimeon, Shelumiel, son of Surshadiah, from Yehuda, Nahashon, son of Aminadab, from Yishkar, Nathaniel, son of Sudar, from Zebulun, Eliab, son of Helon, from the sons of Joseph, and from Ephraim, Elishma, son of Amulahad, From Anishia, Gamaliel, son of Pedadushar. From Benjamin, Abidan, son of Gideoni. From Dan, Ahizir, son of Amishadiah. From Asher, Pagiel, son of Ochran. From Gad, Elisasaph, son of Duel. From Naphtali, Ahira, son of Yinnan. These are the ones called from the congregation, leaders of their fathers' tribes, heads of the thousands of Israel. And Moshe and Aaron took these men who are called by name, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their ancestry by clans, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and above, each one head by head. Please note, I find it interesting that not only does God command Moses how to divide the people up, but he even calls each individual person or head of the tribe by name, which just shows us that God knows each individual and each individual's heart. Continuing on, verse 19. As Jehovah commanded Moshe, so he registered them in the wilderness of Sinai. And the children of Reuben, Israel's firstborn, their genealogies by their clans, by their father's house, according to the number of names, every male head by head from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Reuben were 46,500. From the children of Shimeon, their genealogies, by their clans, by their father's house, of those who were registered according to the number of names, every male head by head from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Shimeon were 59,300. From the children of Gad, their genealogies by their clans, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Gad were 45,650. From the children of Yehudah, their genealogies by their clans, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Yehudah were 74,600. From the children of Yiscar, their genealogies by their clans, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Yiscar were 54,400. From the children of Zebulun, their genealogies, by their clans, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Zebulun were 57,400. From the sons of Joseph, the children of Ephraim, their genealogies by their clans, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Ephraim were 40,500. From the children of Manasseh, their genealogies, by their clans, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Manasseh were 32,200. From the children of Benjamin, their genealogies, by their clans, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Benjamin were 35,400. From the children of Dan, their genealogies by their clans, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Dan were 62,700. From the children of Asher, their genealogies by their clans, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe of Asher were 41,500. From the children of Naphtali, their genealogies, by their clans, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army. Those who were registered of the tribe were 53,400. These were those registered whom Moshe and Aaron registered with the leaders of Israel, 12 men, each one for his father's house. And all those that were registered of the children of Israel by their fathers' houses from 20 years old and above, everyone going out to the army in Israel. All those that were registered were 603,550. But the Levites were not registered among them by their father's tribe, because Yehovah had spoken to Moshe, saying, "Only the tribe of Levi you do not register, nor take a census of them among the children of Israel. Instead, appoint the Levites over the Mishkan of the witness, over all the furnishings and over all the belongings to it. They bear the Mishkan and all its furnishings, and they attend to it and camp around the Mishkan." Please note, the Hebrew word Mishkan is talking about the tabernacle. Let's continue, verse 51. "And when the Mishkan is to go forward, the Levites take it down. And when the Mishkan is to be put up, the Levites put it up. And the stranger who comes near it is put to death. And the children of Israel shall pitch their tents, every one by his own camp, every one by his own banner, according to their divisions. But let the Levites camp round about the Mishkan of the witness, so that there be no wrath on the congregation of the children of Israel. And the Levites shall guard the duty of the Mishkan of the witness. And the children of Israel did according to all that Yehovah commanded Moshe, so they did." Chapter 2. And Yehovah spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying, "The children of Israel are to camp each one by his own banner beside the sign of his father's house. Let them camp around the tent of appointment at a distance. And on the east side, towards sunrise, those of the banner of the camp of Yehuda camp according to their divisions, and the leader of the children of Yehuda, Nahashon, son of Aminadab, and his army with their registered ones, 74,600. Those camping next to him is the tribe of Yishkar, and the leader of the children of Yishkar, Nathaniel, son of Tsuar, and his army with its registered ones, 54,400. Then the tribe of Zebulun, and the leader of the children of Zebulun, Eliab, son of Chelon, and his army with its registered ones, 57,400. All the registered ones of the camp of Yehuda according to their divisions, 186,400. These depart first on the south side, the banner of the camp of Reuben according to their divisions, and the leader of the children of Reuben, Elisur, son of Shedeur, and his army with its registered ones, 46,500. And those who camp next to him, the tribe of Shimeon, and the leader of the children of Shimeon, Shalumiel, son of Surishadiah, and his army with their registered ones, 59,300. Then the tribe of Gad, and the leader of the children of Gad, Elisasaph, son of Ruael, and his army with their registered ones, 45,650. And all the registered ones of the camp of Reuben according to their divisions, 151,450, and they that are the second to depart. In the tent of appointment, the camp of the Levites shall move out in the middle of the camps. As they camp, so they move out, every one in his place by their banners. On the west side, the banner of the camp of Ephraim, according to their divisions, and the leader of the children of Ephraim, Elishama, son of Aminhud, and his army with their registered one, 40,500. And next to him the tribe of Manasseh, and the leader of the children of Manasseh, Gamaliel, son of Padusthur, and his army with their registered ones 32,200. Then the tribe of Benjamin, and the leader of the children of Benjamin, Abidadan, son of Gidoni, and his army with their registered ones 35,400. All the registered ones of the camp of Ephraim according to their divisions 108,100. And they are the third to depart. On the north side, the banner of the camp of Dan according to their divisions, and the leader of the children of Dan, Achizar, son of Amishadadiah, and his army with their registered ones 62,700. And those who camped next to him, the tribe of Asher, and the leader of the children of Asher, Pagiel, son of Ochran, and his army and their registered ones 41,500. Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the leader of the children of Naphtali, Achira, son of Inyan, and his army with their registered ones 53,400. All the registered ones of the camp of Dan, 157,600. They depart last with their banners. These were registered ones of the children of Israel by their fathers' houses, all who were registered according to their divisions of the camps, 603,550. But the Levites were not registered among the children of Israel, as Yehovah commanded Moshe. And the children of Israel did according to all that Yehovah commanded Moshe, so they camped their banners. So they departed each one by his clan according to their fathers' houses. And these are the generations of Aaron and Moshe when Yehovah spoke with Moshe on Mount Sinai. And these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab, the firstborn, and Ahibu, Eleazar, and Ithmar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the anointed Kohanim, that is to say, priest, whom he ordained to act as Kohanim. And Nadab and Abihu had died before Yehovah when they brought strange fire before Yehovah in the wilderness of Sinai. And they had no children, so Eleazar and Ithamar acted as Kohanim in the presence of Aaron their father. And Yehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, "Bring the tribe of Levi near, and put them before Aaron the Kohen, and they shall serve him, and shall guard his duty and the duty of the congregation before the tent of appointment, to do the service of the Mishkan. And they shall guard the furnishings of the tent of appointment and the duty of the children of Israel to do the services of the Mishkan. And you shall give the Levites to Aaron and his sons, and they are the given ones given to him from among the children of Israel. And appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall guard the Kohanun, the Kehanuah, the stranger who comes, near shall be put to death." And Yehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, "Now, look, I myself have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of every firstborn who opens the womb among the children of Israel. And the Levites shall be mine, because all the firstborn are mine. On the day that I struck all the firstborn in the land of Mitzrayim, I kadosh to myself, that is to say, set apart, all the firstborn in Israel, both man and beast. They are mine, I am Yehovah." And Yehovah spoke to Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, "Register the children of Levi by their fathers' houses, by their clans. Register every male from a month old and above." And so Moshe registered them according to the word of Yehovah, as he had been commanded. And these were the sons of Levi by their names: Gershon, and Kohath, and Merari. And these are the names of the son of Gershon by their clans: Libni and Shimi. The sons of Kohath by their clans: Amram, Yitshar, Hebron, and Uzziel. And the sons of Merari by the clans: Mahali and Mushi. These are the clans of the Levites by their fathers' houses. From Gershon came the clan of the Libanites and the clan of the Shimeites. These were the clans of the Gershonites, their registered ones according to the number of all the males from a month old and above. The registered ones were 7,500. The clans of the Gershonites were to camp westward behind the Mishkan, and the leader of the father's house of the Gershonites, Elisaph, son of Lael. And the duty of the children of Gershon in the tent of appointment was the Mishkan, and the tent with its covering, and the covering of the door of the tent of appointment, and the screens of the courtyard, and the covering of the door in the courtyard which is around the Mishkan, and the altar, and their cords according to all its service. And from Kohathite came the clan of the Amorites, and the clan of the Yisharites, and the clan of the Hebronites, and the clan of the Uzzielites. These were the clans of the Kohathites. In number, all the males from a month old and above were 8,600, guarding the duty of the Kodesh place. The clans of the children of Kohath were to camp on the south side of the Mishkan. The leaders and the father's house of the clans of the Kohathites were the Elisaphan, son of Uzziel. And their duty was the ark, and the table, and the lampstand, and the altars, and the utensils of the Kodesh place, used in the service, and the covering, and all of its services. And Eleazar, son of Aaron, the Kohen, was to be chief over the leaders of the Levites with the oversight of those who guard the duty of the Kodesh place. From Merari came the clan of the Mahilites, and the clan of the Mushites. These were the clans of Merari. And the number of the registered ones, all the males from a month old and above, were 6,200. And the leader of their father's house, the clans of the Merites, was Suriel, son of Abihilai. These were to camp on the north side of the Mishkan. And the appointed duty of the children of Merari was the boards of the Mishkan, and its bars, and its columns, and its sockets, and its utensils, and all of its services. And the columns of the courtyard all around, and their sockets, and their pegs, and their cords. And those who were to camp before the Mishkan, on the east side, before the tent of appointment, were Moshe and Aaron and his sons guarding the duty of the Mikdash, and the duty of the children of Israel. But the stranger who came near was to be put to death. All the registered ones of the Levites, whom Moshe and Aaron registered at the command of Yehovah, by their clans, all the males from a month old and above, were 22,000. And Yehovah said to Moshe, "Register all the firstborn males of the children of Israel from a month old and above, and take the number of their names, and you shall take the Levites for me. I am Yehovah. Instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites, instead of all the firstborn among the livestock of the children of Israel." And Moshe registered all the firstborn among the children of Israel, as Yehovah had commanded him. And all the firstborn males by the number of names from 1 month old and above, their registered ones were 22,273. And Yehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, "Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites instead of their livestock. And the Levites shall be mine, I am Yehovah. And for the ransom of the 273 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, who are more than the number of the Levites, you shall take 5 shekels for each one, head by head. Take it by the shekel of the Kodesh place, the shekel of 20 gerahs. And you shall give the silver, the ransom of those who are in excess among them, to Aaron and his sons." And Moshe took the ransom, silver from those who were over and above, those who were ransomed by the Levites. From the firstborn of the children of Israel he took the silver, 1,365 pieces according to the shekel of the Kodesh place. And Moshe gave the ransom silver to Aaron and to his sons according to the word of Yehovah, as Yehovah had commanded Moshe. Chapter 4. And Yehovah spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying, "Take a census of the sons of Kohath from among the children of Levi, by their clans, by their father's house, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, all who enter the service to do the work of the tent of appointment. This is the service of the sons of Kohath in the tent of the appointment, the most Kodesh matters. At the breaking of the camp, Aaron and his sons shall come, and they shall take down the covering veil, and cover the ark of witness with it, and shall put on a covering of fine leather, and spread over that an all blue wrapper, and shall insert its poles. And on the table of the showbread they shall spread a blue wrapper, and shall put it on the dishes, and the ladles, and the bowls, and the jars for pouring, and the showbread on it. And they shall spread over them a scarlet wrapper, and cover the same with a covering of fine leather, and shall insert its poles. And shall take a blue wrapper, and cover the lampstand of the light with its lamps, and its snuffers, and its trays, and all its oil vessels by which they serve it. And they shall put it all its utensils in a covering of fine leather, and put it on a bar. And over the golden altar they shall spread a blue wrapper, and cover it with a covering of fine leather, and shall insert its poles. And shall take all the utensils of service with which they serve in the Kodesh place, and shall put them in a blue wrapper, cover them with a covering of fine leather, and put them on a bar. And shall remove the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple wrapper over it, and shall put on it all its utensils by which they serve there, the fire holders, the forks, the shovels, and the basins, and all the utensils of the altar, and shall spread it on a covering of fine leather, and insert its poles. And when Aaron and his sons have finished covering the Kodesh objects and all the furnishings of the Kodesh place, at the breaking of the camp, then the sons of Kohath shall come to lift them, but let them not touch that which is Kodesh, lest they die. These are the burdens of the sons of Kohath in the tent of appointment, and the oversight of Eleazar, son of Aaron, the Kohen, is the oil of the light, and the sweet incense, and the daily grain offering, and the anointing oil, and the oversight of all the Mishkan, and all that is in it, with the Kodesh place and its furnishings. And Yehovah spoke to Moshe and Aaron, saying, Do not cut off the tribe of the clans of the Kohathites from among the Levites, but do this to them, and they shall live and not die when they approach the most Kodesh objects. Aaron and his sons shall go in and appoint each them to his service and his burden. They are not, however, to go in to watch while the Kodesh objects are being covered, lest they die. And that, my friends, is the end of our Torah portion for today, titled Bamidbar. And I hope that you got something out of it, or just, the book of Numbers has some very, very interesting stories. But it's also the book of Numbers, so there's going to be times when the whole portion is just counting. But there's many interesting things that develop throughout the book of Numbers that I think is going to be very, very interesting to study and going to be a great blessing for us moving forward. Again, I hope you've been blessed this morning by just hearing the Torah read, and I hope and pray that you would forgive my stumbling over some of the names and some of the things. It's funny because I pre-read this last night, but then it's just not always easy. So I do the best I can, and I just pray for your patience with me. Well, that is all I have for you this morning. Again, this mission to just spread the Word of God all over the world through a podcast, it's 100% supported by the listener. And so if you are able and willing, you can go to scriptureandprophecy.com, click on the Donate and Support tab, and there's the options there. You can do monthly Patreon subscription or the one-time options, and that kind of helps keep this thing afloat and also blesses me and my family. So I appreciate those of you who support the mission, and if you can't, your prayers are much coveted. If you would just pray that God would just give me wisdom and guidance and just help me to do a good job, I would be very, very grateful. All right, that's my rambling for this morning. Peace and grace be with all of you. And until next time, God bless.